Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday to you, and hope you're all well and enjoying this lovely weather. It's obviously a bank holiday weekend because it's not so great. So looks like it's going to rain pretty much for the rest of the week, which is just lovely, isn't it? So yeah. Anyway, let's not talk about the weather. Let's talk about more important things, and let's get the request going. What happened there? There we go. I can't spell. There we go. I can now. And hopefully, if by magic, let's have a look. I always waiting. We're waiting, so that's good. Hi to everyone joining so far. Hope you're all good and well. So we are waiting and anticipating. Let's have a look. Right, it's a little bit worrying. Okie doke. So, yay! Who had me worried then? That was really like, oh God, is she there?
No, yeah. Good morning.
Hello, introduce yourself and tell us what you make and sell.
Okay, so I'm Tanya and I am Marmalade Skies Designs, and I make homewares and gifts with applique designs, mainly of animals and flowers.
Fantastic. So why did you set up your business and how did you come up with your business name?
Okay, so the business kind of happened accidentally. About 9 years ago now, I got bought a sewing machine for Christmas from my mother-in-law. Never used one before. Yeah. Went on a course with Alice and Ginny at the Farnham meetings.
Okay.
They were wonderful. Showed me how to thread it and do basic sewing. And all I really knew was that I wanted to play around and draw with it, really.
Cool.
So had no real idea in my head initially.
Yeah.
Started making all sorts of different designs, and it was mainly the animals that were selling. So that's what I honed in on and developed a range from that, really. So it's a complete accident.
Yep. And the name?
The name I used to have a shop in Alton.
Okay.
Years ago, probably about 13 years ago now, and we were trying to think of a name for that. Yeah. Sat in a pub one day over a glass of wine. All the best names come up that way.
Yes.
And the Beatles song "Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds" came on, and it was either going to be Tangerine Trees or Marmalade Skies.
Fantastic.
No, I went with Marmalade Skies, and after I shut the shop, people used to say to me, "Oh, you're the Marmalade Skies lady." So when I started this up, I decided to just keep the name going because people.
Oh, wow, that's really lovely. Yeah, that's great. Cool, cool story there. I like that. I remember a while ago it was actually on our honeymoon and we were in Vegas, and it was Cirque du Soleil, the Beatles version. That's all the songs, and Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. Well, it was amazing. Anyway, it just brought back memories then. Yeah. So whereabouts are you based, and where is your workspace?
So I'm based in Vinstead, which is between Alton and Farnham, up on the top of a very windy hill, but beautiful up here, beautiful countryside. I started off over the years, I've moved around different parts of the house, being pushed from one part to another. But I mean, really with fabric and thread, it was just too messy. I was just, the business was growing. I was getting more and more fabric and what have you. So I've actually now got a workshop that I had put up in the shed in the garden, probably about 2 years ago now. Right. And it's lovely. It's my little space. I go in there and hide and put the radio on and sew to my heart's content. Actually, it's lovely.
Yeah. It's funny, isn't it? How like both of us, we both taught ourselves how to sew. We'd never sewn before, and sometimes isn't it funny the mess that you can make? Like you have bits of thread on your socks that you're taking around the house, and all of a sudden we'll look at the mat near the kitchen and it's just covered in all different coloured thread.
We went up 2 flights of stairs in our house. In fact, actually, Paul went on a business trip to Germany, and when he got there, he messaged me and said, "I've got thread falling out of my suitcase." We can make it overseas now. But yeah, it goes everywhere, doesn't it? It really does.
And sometimes as well, when you're working on stuff and you look in the bin, it's just sometimes the most colourful thing ever, isn't it? With all the different bits of material and cotton and whatever. So yeah. I'm with you on that one. So have you a favourite item to create, and why have you chosen that?
I think it's probably the good old cushion.
Yes.
It's still, no matter how much I try and change my range, it's still my best seller.
Yeah.
I think I go from different designs.
Yep.
As you know, I started off, the giraffe was my favourite at one point, and then I was really taken with the dodo I came up with. But at the moment, it's my little dancing puffin, which I just think is really cute. And I just think it's the easiest thing to just throw on a sofa, move around the house. It just cheers up an area, doesn't it? Quite easily.
Yep.
You don't have to hang anything on the wall. You don't have to do anything to it. You just literally put it there, and it's there. So I think probably the cushion.
Yeah. It's like, I mean, we've got like loads of cushions, and there's one thing I like in an evening is a nice glass of wine and a cushion.
Yeah.
And Rob. And the cats.
Yeah. Yeah. But you can change your space very easily just with the cushion. I think. Exactly.
So have you been working on anything new this year at all?
Well, I've bought back my mugs, which I've got a couple of new designs coming up as well. I've got my bone China mugs. I used to do them, and then I gave them a break.
Yep.
But people were asking a lot for them, so I've bought those back. But I've also been coming up with a tea towel designs.
Oh wow!
and the good old guinea pigs are always the favourite. They're just absolutely out. They're the ones that I sell the most of. Very popular design, the guinea pigs. So. Yeah, so that's I started trying hot water bottles last year, but you know, it was a bit difficult promoting something when we were all locked down. And although you know, I did sell quite a few online, but I'll be pushing those again this year as a new design, a new range actually. Yeah.
They're Claire Medhurst. She's an artist, and she I saw her on an Instagram post. She was off to see some friends. She had a bag packed, and in there was a hot water bottle, because obviously, you know, we were sat here last night. It was absolutely pouring down with rain. We thought, oh, these poor people that are probably meeting up, that are sat outside in freezing cold. So hot water bottles.
I should promote them as a trip to the local pub, shouldn't I? Take a hot water bottle with you. I should do. Yeah.
Have a little stall outside, honestly. Yeah. Blankets and cushions, and I tell you, I think you do a cracking trade. We have an ethos of customer service, as everyone should well know that now, about being friendly, creative and unique. Is there something that you kind of, you know, that you work with, that you kind of use as such?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much the same, really. I just be kind to people, really. Don't judge anyone. Just be kind to people. Treat them all the same, because you never know what, you know, where they've come from, or what's gone on with them, or anything else. So just be nice to everybody, and that's the one thing I miss, not being out at events at the moment. Having that interaction and getting to know people. Yeah.
Sorry, you just got people just talking about, there's some lovely comments coming up today, which is really lovely. Yeah, saying, I think somebody earlier was trying to request to join this video, but you can just watch it. I think there was a request from somebody, but I think they were requesting to actually be part of this video. So if you are pressing to request, that means that you're asking. So no, it's just me and Tanya today. Just me and Tanya. And I must say, yesterday was absolutely lovely. We went along to Farnham Maltings. I must say, you know, it's very different to how we do our events. We've got everything in one room, so we're all together, and it is very kind of spread out. But the best room was where you know, Caroline Thompson, I finally got to meet Jane, and we saw Kelly, my new fave, and Gladys Anthony. So we actually did spend we actually bought from all of them, which was, apart from Caroline, just because she doesn't do men's jewellery. So that's, you know, and she knows that. But it was really, really lovely to see people. You know, as we walked in, as you know what I'm like, I walked in, there was a couple of people who didn't look up. They were scoffing their faces with food. You know, it was hilarious. One woman who was just constantly on her laptop, didn't even look up. And also we got to speak to Mummy Makes Fudge. That didn't actually get to the car. We just stuffed our face with it and had the biggest sugar rush. But it was really nice. And we talked to a couple of other people as well. There were 3 other businesses who were really keen to work with us, and that will be next year. And they were really, really interesting. And they kind of straight away, the first thing they did was they told us their story. They told us all about what they did. And I was just like ticking the boxes, and that's what it's about. So it's
fantastic. as much as I try and hide behind my machine most of the time, people are interested. They want to know where you've come from and how you've evolved and how you've got to where you are, definitely. And I agree. You know, I quite often come home from events absolutely starving because I don't think it's good to sit there and have a great big pork pie or something eating while you're at the store. It doesn't look great, I don't think, when people turn up. But yeah, I can't. I did an event in Farnham last week, and it was so lovely to see people again. And I think you bounce off people as well. People give you ideas and inspiration as well whilst you're out.
Yeah, and actually, I was talking yesterday, which was lovely. You know, there was somebody I was talking to, and that they were saying that one of the persons there was their mentor, and I just thought, wow, that's really lovely. And and this lady is a little bit older, but she's helped these other people, which was just. I thought was really nice that person, when she goes along and giving her advice, and I think we all kind of need that sort of mentor in our life as such, don't we? Which is really good. Yeah. So what are your goals and dreams for this year?
Well, this year, to hopefully get out there more and see people again. Really, I miss buying from other makers as well, to be honest with you, because normally it's hard not to treat yourself whilst we're at these events because there's so many lovely things out there. And I'm really hoping to be able to celebrate a big birthday this year with lots of my friends.
Oh, yeah, okay, cool, excellent. What have you got planned? Something good?
Nothing yet. We had big plans, but it was going to be a nice holiday somewhere, but we'll see what happens. I'm going to leave near the time, but hopefully, missing having people around for dinner and getting together with good friends, really. So hopefully that will happen this year. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, it's slowly happening, isn't it? And it's just like later on we're off to the Artisan Market to see some people exhibit with us and just to go along and have a chat and just speak to people, which is really nice thing to finally do. It does feel it felt a bit surreal yesterday. We went over to the yard as well, the yard market in Godalming. Danielle and Laura there, and it was just really nice to speak to them, and they've got new things in there, and slowly things are sort of coming back to kind of I don't know about normal, but it was really nice to pop in and see them and see what's evolving there as well. So, and they were telling us of people, oh God, what about this person? So that was a really nice thing, so that they were saying people that work for the market, so they're hoping to come along in June. And like I said to them, if you do come along, if there's anyone that you're interested in, then come and speak to me, and then I can introduce so that you know who they are and that sort of thing. And it's nice to know who they kind of like out of the events as well. And with people, like I say, come and talk to me as well. And introduction, it's a nice, instead of just come along. So who would you say is your support network?
Oh, definitely my family here.
Yeah.
As you know, with your own little business, it's hard work sometimes. I work some strange hours sometimes getting things finished, but also setting up. Paul is very good. My other half is very good at loading the van up at 7 o'clock in the morning or silly o'clock at night in all weathers, and helping me lift the heavy stuff in and out and stuff. And occasionally, if I'm really lucky, he comes and helps me set up the actual event itself with gazebos and things. So and also really the kids as well, because there's always a little bit of Marmalade Skies in the house somewhere. It's never completely contained in my workshop. So putting up with my mess, really, I suppose, and as you say, the thread everywhere because there's always stuff around. But definitely the family. I've got some great friends that give me support too. Give me the confidence to say, go on, you can do this, and which is invaluable. Yeah,
it is, isn't it? When you're working on your own, sometimes it's just that confident and that thing from others, and not being able to have that in the last year is really important to kind of those people that go, what do you think of this? And and the honesty, and like you said earlier as well, those the partners that help you guys come set up, and it is really lovely because a lot of them I've got to know in the past, and you see them, they go hello, and then at the end of the event, hi, they come along, and it's just lovely. They're almost like they know exactly what they need to do. That goes there. See you later. Off they go, and it's it's really nice. And I'm looking forward to seeing some of the partners again because they're the support that they give you guys. Yeah, exactly. They are a big part.
I've got children, so also when I'm not here at weekends, someone has to rally the children around, and also I get a cooked dinner. I'm very lucky. I have a dinner ready for me when I come home from these events. It's amazing. Yeah, I'm very lucky. Yeah, I do appreciate it.
And it's nice as well, isn't it? Because as I keep saying as well, it's nice that also you can sort of not be mum for the day as such. You can be, you know, your business person that you are, and then later on, you know, come back if the kids have helped cook the meal. It's really nice they're spending time with dad, and that's a good thing to do as well, isn't it? We were talking this week as well about the whole, you know, stereotyping and, you know, giving to children to say that, look, mum can do this as well as dad can. And I think that's a really positive thing to show the young generation of today that, you know, we can all do it as well, can't we?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that was very important to me actually when I started the business properly. You know, having been mum for a long time.
Yeah.
Have a bit of income myself and a bit of, you know, bit of reassurance from other people that I did something that they liked was really valuable. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's your identity. I know so many women that, you know, they had the big careers and then, you know, the children, and then that career has gone, and then it's almost, what about me? And it is really important. I think it's really important not to lose who you are as a person, and you see that, don't you? And the you know, the fun, you know, that you can sort of be that business person that you are, and, you know, exactly. And the dinner at the end of the day, that's a good. So,
I know.
Yeah, everyone watching this, you know, all the people that are doing the, you know, they expect a meal when they get home. So when you're, you know, when they're at the events, you know, get home and they want that meal ready for them. No pressure. So what events are you doing with Curated by Dapper Suave?
I'm booked in so far for the one in June, which I'm really excited about. Yeah,
really excited to have you as well. Cool. And another glass. I didn't put my glasses on today just because the sun was shining, which has now gone in. There's me trying to look summery, but I love your red car. They're amazing. Cool.
Unfortunately, I've got to the age where I can't actually see the screen anymore without them. I take them on and off and on and off. I thought, no, I need to see what I'm doing really.
I know. I keep thinking, like, with sunglasses, do I need to have like sunglasses that are glasses now, and like, but anyway, the joys of getting old, isn't it? Yes. Old and wiser. There we go. Pippin Scott there. I'm telling my husband about dinner. There we go. No pressure. His poor husband. Oh God, I need to cook now.
Sorry everyone.
Why did you choose to work with us as such?
Well, I initially came across these interviews through Caroline Thompson, actually. Hers was the first one. And then when I looked into you as a company and saw your ethos and who was working with you, many makers that I really admire and respect. And I just thought, you know, you're obviously doing something really, really good. I love the support that you give to the makers. I mean, this is a fantastic thing that you do with us all, as much as I'm completely out of my comfort zone. I think, you know, great support for us. And I just love the ethos from you guys. Thank you. Really looking forward to June.
Yeah, I mean, it's been lovely actually, because obviously I wanted, and that's why I had to go getting people in, because of asking everyone to do these. And, you know, that's one thing as well, that with all of what we're doing here as well, of talking to you guys, is I always made sure that everyone felt comfortable to do them. There was a couple of people, I'm not too sure, and actually I picked up on them being nervous, and actually it was just us having a chat, and it's really nice because people actually enjoying watching these. And you know, tomorrow is our last one of series 2, and that's 27. I've been doing this 27 days. Well, you know, and there will be a couple of specials that I'm doing, and then what I will be doing is after June is going back to all the people that have, you know, so anyone that wants to do this 10 at 10, there'll be a series 3, and that will be with the people that worked with us before that haven't done these interviews. I know that other people want to do them as well. Somebody just popped up there to say as well, the June event is June the 13th at Dorking Halls, 11 till 4, and you need to book your ticket. The tickets are free. It's a social distance, COVID regulated, just saying all of this stuff. So if you go on to either dapperandsuave.uk website, or you can go on to Dorking Halls and the event there, and you can book the ticket. It's really, really easy. So just so that everyone is aware of that, so everyone knows. God, it's really, really busy today with so many people coming on. They're probably going, oh, yeah, it's really, really busy. I think yesterday was crazy too as well. Which is really good, and the views that we get on this is really great. So tomorrow we are with One Hook Wonder with Rachel. So and that will be the last one. So I'm really looking forward to that. Bank holiday Monday tomorrow. So it'll probably be pouring down with rain and cold and whatever, won't it? So it's how it usually is. And then the sun shines at 5 o'clock on a Monday, doesn't it?
Definitely.
Really, really, really great to speak to you today. And I say, Tanya's details are here, so go and have a look at what she does. It's amazing. She also the way you present your work looks really. I think it looks really great. People should look at how you do it as well. Not copy, but get inspiration.
Thank
Of
you.
how you do it. Yeah. And so all details, and this obviously goes on to our YouTube channel, and you can go over. And if you have a cravings to watch them, they're there. I know a lot of people are going back and watching these. And if there's somebody that's the same as you, then have a look and the inspiration that you might get to, what they're about as well. So, yeah, so that's it for today. Everyone enjoy your Sunday, whatever you're doing, and hopefully you're out and about in, well, I was going to say enjoying the weather, but I think I might change in a minute. There's me looking all summery. Right, great to talk to you. All right, and I'll see you in June.
Yeah, lovely. Thank you.
You take care.
Bye.
Bye. Take care. Bye. Oh, where's that gone? Oh.